going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N. Another daily dose positive post, man. A little bit of motivation and inspiration for your situation, hoping that it frees and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. You might be thinking to yourself, why am I showing you these couches that looks like they're in the middle of the woods? Well, that's exactly where these couches are. I wouldn't call it the woods or the forest. I would call it a little nature area. It's just an area on the side of an apartment complex that I wandered through sometimes. Little nature area. But anyhow, why am I showing you these couches? My question to you is, are you able to weather the storm? Are you able to weather the storm? What do I mean by that? These couches have been sitting out here for maybe over a year, to be honest with you. Now, when I first seen these couches, the leather more so looked in decent condition like this. It was still smooth. Although the couches are old, the leather was still in the condition of, it was usable. It was okay, right? But as this couch has been sitting out, you can see that it hasn't been able to weather the storm. Through the rain, through the weather, through the environments, through whatever type of animals be coming through here, the dust and the trees that's blowing up and settlement on it, it isn't able to weather the storm. Eventually, the material breaks down. Eventually, it's unable to hold up. My question to you is, could you possibly be sitting in a storm too long that you're unable to weather? See, there's nothing that we aren't able to go through, but we have to take God with us. We have to ask God to go before us in that storm. Just as when he was on the boat with his disciples and the storm was coming and he was on the boat sleeping and they got all nervous and they woke him up like, oh my God, Lord, the storm is coming. And he quieted the storm. He was able to weather the storm. He took control over the storm. Maybe you have a storm in your life and it's making you feel beat down. It's making you feel broke down. It's making you feel not fresh and new. It's not making you feel pretty. Maybe you're in a storm in your life and you just are weathered down like these couches are. I would say to you, look at that storm in your life. And you tell that storm, peace, be still. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I'm not sure if I'm able to weather the storm if I don't carry God with me. I'm not sure if we're able to weather the storm. In fact, I know we're not able to weather the storm without carrying God or a higher spiritual power before you. If you are left in a storm, you will begin to get broke down. We become the company we keep. That can be a storm of influence. That can be a storm of negativity. Are you able to weather the storm? And if you don't like the storm that you in your life, I encourage you to start the storm out of that miserable situation. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whatever negative storms are happening in your life right now, I encourage you to walk out of those situations, to get out of the storm. It's like when I watch my son playing Fortnite, right? It's the part on Fortnite where you jump out of the bus or whatever. You jump out of the bus and you and your guys are going to your mission, to the towers or wherever you're going. I don't know the name of all the boards, but what I do understand, there comes a point in the time in the game where a storm comes. Ooh, come on now. It comes a point in time in the game where the storm comes. And as a player, if you get caught up in this storm, you only have so much time to get out before you die. Come on now. Come on now. Fortnite, even in the game, you're not able to weather the storm if you don't get out in a timely fashion, if you don't get assistance from one of your friends to help pull you out, if you don't get assistance in this thing called life that is not a game from God, you, my friend, will not be able to weather the storm. Don't let the world sit you out here and tell you what you can't do, what you're not capable of. What I'm telling you, you can do is you can make it through, but you have to have God lead you and guide you. And that's the only way you get through the storm. I told the storm to pass. Storm, you can't last. Go away. I command you to move today. It's a song. Look it up. You can weather the storm as long as you put God before you and let him lead you through this storm. It's your man Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, man. I hope this motivation and inspiration was something for your situation to free and relax your mind as if you are on vacation. I just want you to see what the storm does to us, y'all, when you sit out here for too long uncovered. Have a blessed day.